bad boys. Come on.
Broadcasting from coast to coast and around the world, it's time for Animal Talk. Feature your host and best doggone pet people on the planet, Dr. Brad Davis, DVM and Chief of Staff for the Veterinary Centers of America. Our professional dog trainer, that's Donna Fournier. And me, I'm Jamie Flanagan. Here it is, Animal Talk. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, dogs, cats, fish, reptiles, animals of all kind, welcome to the show. We are here to help you with your pets. Whatever the problem is, we have the pet professionals. Yes, I like to go so far as to call these guys the stars of animal knowledge. They're here, ready and willing to help you out with whatever pet problems you might have. You call up and get the information you need for free. It's just that easy because it's a toll-free phone number that you're calling. 800-259-9231, 800-259-9231, and get help from, like, perhaps the guy sitting across from me here.
Well, I'm Dr. Brad Davis, here to answer any veterinary questions that you might have.
Of course, the brightest of the bunch.
Here to answer any training questions.
And my name's Jamie. I just want to make sure everybody has a good time.
He is the Lindsay Lohan of radio.
800-259-9231, helping you with your pets. I'm excited. The zoo crew is excited. Mm-hmm. Brad, you should be very excited as well. Our guest today, we have a very, very special guest on Animal Talk today, Fred Willard. I love Fred Willard.
Isn't he great?
He has been on
everything.
If you check out his bio, it's just dumbfounding. It's phenomenal. Just astounding how many things he's been on. We're going to talk a little about that in a second. But Brad, how was your week?
Oh, it was just like any other week. It's just more so. We had a really mean little puppy today, an absolutely vicious little puppy that was attacking, just lunging at everybody.
How old?
So, about 9 weeks old.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so that should be fun for years to come, or at least until the trial. But anyway, so that's bad news there, of course. When you have a puppy that young that's being trouble. But anyway, how was your week, Jamie? What have you been up to?
Doing math here.
Okay.
That means don't ask him anything yet.
No, my week's been great. It's been phenomenal. Homecoming week at the high school. So always just a lot of festivities going on with that. So it was super busy with that sort of stuff. But Donna came over, and we had the chance to talk to Fred Willard. And it's just excited that he's going to be on the show and just sharing some time with him.
The great thing about it with Fred Willard is when you mentioned Fred Willard last week, we started just saying episodes of Fernwood Tonight back and forth to each other, and we were yelling things like rats in leisure suits, and we were yelling just things back and forth like that. Just amazing. It really is. What a great career. Never got to be he's never been the headlining star, but boy, you know him from everything.
Yeah, he was one of the original. He was on Get Smart. He was agent like 198. It was one of his earlier bits. He's just, of course, Best in Show. He was in the movie Wall-E, and just lots of stuff. And the reason what he's excited about right now is coming up on Nick at Night. It's actually tonight at 8 o'clock. So stick with us for the next hour because we got Fred here. But he's going to be hosting the first annual Fido Awards. And so we're going to be talking about that. And we're very excited that our guest today is Fred Willard.
Hello.
Oh, right. And Fred Willard, welcome to Animal Talk.
Well, thank you.
Fred, I just trying to go through the list of things that shows and movies you've been involved with. It would probably be easier to list the ones you haven't been involved with.
Yeah. Well, I could give you a long list of those. But, I've done my share. Thanks.
But coming up, Fred Willard, you are going to be hosting the very first annual Fido Awards, premiering October the 5th, Sunday.
Yeah, it'll be Sunday, and it's I'm excited about it because I've hosted some things, but this is going to be fun, and everyone loves dogs, and I haven't been there haven't seen any of the dogs yet, so it'll all be a surprise to me on come Sunday. Friday night we do it.
Yep.
It'll be shown Sunday.
It just sounds like a ton of fun over there on Nick at Night, and just really looking forward to seeing it. And you have ties to the pet world, just notably Best in Show.
My favorite movie.
That was fun. And since then, I get a lot of offers to come. They'll say, we're doing a dog show. Would you come and do some of your crazy lines? But I kind of balk at doing that because I was playing a character there.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can get away with a lot when you're a character. But,
and then you're like, what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But here I'm going to just be the host. And, they're writing the script, and I'll probably maybe have some ad-libs. But I'm going to keep it kind of moving along, I think. That's what I want to do, and let the dogs be the stars. Absolutely.
There's some great categories, too. Cutest dog, best dressed, best voice. And you're not a judge, but you would probably be able to judge that fairly well. You've done so much voice work yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'll be very harsh on them. And then they have the dog owner and pet look-alike contest.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be interesting. Yeah.
And Perez Hilton, the big gossip guy, is going to be. I think he's going to judge the most outrageous dog or present the most outrageous dog.
So, Fred, how are the winners going to be decided? Because we got our qualifiers here. How will the winners be decided Friday night?
I think people are going to be able to call. Wait a minute. I think it's the audience right there is going to vote.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I don't know.
Okay. So, Fred, again, your animal connections go way back, and I'm a big fan from way back. And my earliest recollection, very late night TV for a young man, was Fernwood Tonight.
Yeah, I'm surprised always how many people remember that.
Oh, good Lord! It corrupted me and warped me, and I thank you for it.
Oh, good. Yeah, that was a very interesting show. A lot of people thought it was a real cable talk show. They tried to duplicate it since then. We tried to keep it as straight as possible. So, we never wanted to let the audience think, they're being funny. We tried to do it as straight as we could and just let the comedy come out.
And my favorite shtick from that one was that polyester leisure suits caused the cancer in laboratory rats, and you had a little cage of a bunch of laboratory rats with a bunch of little polyester suits on.
That's right.
And it was brilliant.
I think the casting woman for that show saw every zany character in L.A. over a 2-year period. And we had some good ones. And the writing was good, and Martin Mull was always great to work with.
Oh, yeah. And you guys, you delivered it so well. It was such a great delivery with that. So we appreciate you spending some time with us, Fred Willard, hosting the first annual Worldwide Fido Awards coming up on Nick at Night. Fred, you've done so much. Is there any show that you're like, you know what, I really wish because you've been on so many, I really wish I had been on that one or got a part on that one? Is there something that passed you by that you're like, oh, I wanted that one?
I'm trying to think. There's some shows that I liked so much that I actually didn't want to be on them. I don't understand it. Now, I got to I loved Frasier, Kelsey Grammer.
Yes.
But I never wanted to be on it, but they called me. They had a special before the final episode where I played a psychiatrist, and during his session, then he turned around and psychoanalyzed me. And it was just perfect because it wasn't part of the show. It was like a special thing.
Mm-hmm.
And also Seinfeld. I was such a fan, but I never would have wanted to be on it. Now, another show I love is Larry David's show, Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, yes.
And I think I would love to go on there as myself. I don't think I'd want to go in there as a character, but everyone's like they have Richard Lewis playing himself and Ted Danson. It would be very flattering to go on as yourself. Or 30 Rock, if I could go on as Fred Willard. That would be a lot of fun.
And we got more with Fred Willard coming up. He's hosting the first annual Fido Awards on Nick at Night. Tonight, Fred, hang on. You hang on, too. We'll be right back with more Animal Talk. Has your Fido been a Dumbo? Well, Donna can bring out the Einstein in your dog on Animal Talk. Have a chat with Fred Willard. We're talking to Fred. He is hosting the first annual Fido Awards on Nick at Night, and we're talking to Fred. He's just been on everything, and we asked Fred, What shows would you did you not get on that you wanted to be on? A few of them he really wanted to avoid doing just to not, he enjoyed the show so much he still wanted to be a fan, like Seinfeld and a few of the other ones, right, Fred?
I can't think of any show where I said, gee, I really wanted to be.
Well, you've done them all, Fred.
Well, no, I haven't, but I've been on some good ones. I just did Pushing Daisies, which will be on in November. That was a very colorful part. I play a magician and an escape artist on there, and it was a very nice experience. It was really fun.
Love that show as well.
Okay, yeah, it'll be. I didn't like it at first because it was opposite Back to You, which I was on last year, and it came out and it beat us in the ratings. I said, hey, wait a minute, but now. Our show is off, and now I can look at it objectively and say, yeah, that's a colorful show.
So, Fred, do you have any furry friends at home of your own?
We have a cat that kind of adopted us, and someone must have abandoned it in the neighborhood because it came as it started hanging around, and it just fell in love with my wife, and she one day she said to me, she said, get used to it. It's our cat now. Because I'm allergic to cats, I said, cat, leave it outside. She finally said, get used to it. It's our cat. But it is very sweet. It's a really sweet cat.
Does the cat have any hidden talents that, probably can't because you're the host, but does she have any hidden talents that might qualify?
Nothing that I can see. No, but it's a very sweet cat. I remember one day my wife wasn't home, and the cat came over and just sat next to me and kind of cried.
Aww.
And I thought, well, what, and I just kind of annoyed it. And about 2 hours later, I looked and its food dish was empty.
Oh, there you go.
I felt so bad. It didn't claw at me and I was
it just came over and asked nice.
And cried, I'll make sure it's got food.
Please feed me.
He's training you, Fred, is what he's doing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. he's doing a good job at it. He'll have you rolling over for biscuits before you know it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But everyone loves animals. They're just they depend on us and they never complain. They can't express their discomfort. So you got to really be aware of them and take care of them.
So have you had any pets? Because one of the categories coming up on the Fido Awards is the dog owner look-alike. Have you had a pet that you looked like?
Maybe I did. When I was a little boy, I had a Cocker Spaniel. They're very cute, and I just loved that little dog. And my father wasn't too happy with it. Yeah. Dog, and then one day it almost got run over in the street right in front of our house. He said, "That's it." He said, so they found some family who was had a farm, and the family, man and woman, came to our house, and they said they were going to take it out to this farm. I said, "Well, can I come out and visit it?" "Oh, you can come out anytime." And I never went to see it. I just out of sight, out of mind. Although I still remember it. His name was Bingo.
Oh. Was that the first pet?
What?
Was that your first pet?
My first and only pet.
Okay.
Until the
never
kitty.
Had a pet. Never wanted the responsibility, but I love. I think dogs are my favorite pet. I've never been a horse person. I've had to ride horses, and I'm a little scared of them. Yeah, you get up on a horse. Have you ever been up on a horse?
Oh, yes.
Oh, you get up. It's a lot taller than you think. And when I first came out to Hollywood, I took riding lessons.
Yeah.
Because I figured, if I get to the Westerns. And this old crusty guy would say, be careful. He said, a horse is the stupidest animal in the world. It'll walk right off a cliff. And I said, oh, geez.
Climb up on.
I've broken every bone in my body riding a horse. Oh, you want to hear this?
So, all right, Fred, you've done a lot of voiceover work, and you've played a lot of animals. What's your favorite animal to play?
Oh, boy, what have I played? Well, I remember first few times I was on Jay Leno, I think I played a dog. Clinton was the president. He had a dog, and I had to play the dog. And what else was funny? I can't.
You have one coming up next year, Cattail. You're going to be involved with that?
I keep reading about that. I have no memory of having done that. I don't know. See, these animated shows, they take forever. You do it, and then they have to send it off to Korea or someplace to do the animation.
That's hilarious.
Boy.
And 2 years later, the thing comes out. People say, I see her in a movie with, Ben Stiller or something. I said, geez, I don't know. I don't remember doing that.
Okay, if you say so. The internet. It's the internet. It's got to be right.
Let's see, Monster House with Catherine O'Hara. And, Chicken Little. We played space creatures there. That was fun. But there you get right in the room with Catherine O'Hara. Do your lines, but you have no interaction with the other actors.
Oh.
So, you know, a year and a half later, you go to see it, and you meet the other actors. Like, I just was in Wall-E.
Yes.
And we went to the premiere, and there's Sigourney Weaver. She did a voice, and I was on it, and I had introduced myself to her. Sigourney, I'm Fred Willard. I play so-and-so. And
oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So, coming up, the Fido Awards. What category are you most looking forward to on the Fido Awards on Nick at Night?
Well, the most outrageous dog has me interested. I think the most fun will be with the dog owner look-alike.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Find out if that's really flattering to the owners. You look just like your bulldog. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, a skateboarding chihuahua, a cat that boxes a pug, and a fox terrier, a ladder-climbing Labrador retriever, and a deep diving Labrador. So are you guys going to have a big tank set up on the stage or something for this Labrador to dive?
Tonight. We're going down to rehearsal. And,
Fred, they're strapping you in a wetsuit, man.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of pet tricks. I was a judge on Pet Star for a couple of times, and I saw some tricks that I couldn't believe these dogs and parrots would do. So I think it's gotten to the point where it's going to be very competitive. You got to really have an interesting trick to get on TV.
Yeah. Well, Fred Willard,
you know, the days of sit up and shake hands, that's long gone.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
That's old news. If your dog can talk and read copy and do an impression, what impressions does your dog do? Well, you know, Jimmy Stewart. Everyone does Jimmy Stewart. Do Christopher Walken.
That's great. Oh, brilliant.
There you go. I got a couple of lines for the show.
Fred, really appreciate you taking some time to chat with us. Looking forward to...
I appreciate you taking the time because I'm very excited about this. Yeah. I hope it does well, so I hope they do it every year. Yeah. Even if they don't ask me back to host it, it's still fun. You know, dogs are fun, and they don't care. They're not bothered with the problems we have. And it takes our minds off what's going on.
Absolutely. Again,
things seem the worst. Go out and pet your dog, and if you have a dog, treat them well. That's my message. Treat them well, feed them, make sure they're comfortable.
Love it.
All right, that's the end of my message.
No spay and neuter remark there.
Yeah.
Well, spay and neuter, I'm sure they don't enjoy it, but, you know, it's better than putting them down. You know,
right.
Dogs don't care.
All right. Good luck getting in the tank and deep sea diving with the dog. And thanks for being with us.
Spayed and neutered too. It's painless, and it's, you know. I did that on some show now. I forgot that.
Yeah, I had it done, so you know.
I had it done, so you can too.
Right. It'll be okay, buddy.
Me now. All right. Nice talking to you. Really, thanks for giving me the silly time here.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks, Fred.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, Fred Willard. Oh, the man just kills me. Nick at Night, the first annual Fido Awards. Set your TiVo because it comes on about a half hour from now. So you're staying with us for the second hour of Animal Talk and a whole other half hour in this hour of your pet questions and answers.